What up? It's your boy T-Ray here in reaction to today's Wrestling Wednesday. It's about to get into some wrestling flashback as we look at another 10 special moves and taunts to hype the fans up. I think I actually missed to say that it should be a third one just because there's more, and I was right. There's more for sure, though. So we want to check out some more iconic special moves and taunts that hype the crowd all up, whether you're a face or you're a face fan or a heel fan or a fan of both as well too. So without further ado, let's check it out.
1, 2, is this on?
Taunts are one of the ways a wrestler can connect with the audience. A signature taunt can be a thing people associate the wrestler with, while at the same time being something the fans can reenact themselves. A taunt might be a way of hyping up the crowd before a big move, or can simply be something the wrestler does to look cool and stand out. We've already covered numerous different examples so far in this series, but we'll highlight some more today as we look at 10 iconic wrestling taunts, part 3. Before we start, today's list is sponsored by NordVPN. I've been a Nord customer for years, and if you still haven't checked it out, you're missing out, not only from the peace of mind you get from securing your...
Alright, before we move that, shout out to the more PM, but we'll skip the promo and go straight into it. Alright, let's get it.
The list. The DX crotch chop.
Oh,
the Generation
yeah.
X crotch chop is easily one of wrestling's most mimicked taunts by fans and wrestlers alike.
Big Show wants both members of DX. Go yourself.
It was first used by Sean Waltman as the 1-2-3 Kid and later became a staple of DX's presentation. It fit perfectly with the group's anti-authority rebel identity. The chop was targeted by mainstream media for being inappropriate and crass.
Crotch grabbing, people grabbing their crotches, pointing in that direction and saying suck it. 11 and 12-year-old kids in the audience.
But these are just some of the reasons it works so well.
Yes.
Warfare here.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. The DX side. Suck it. D-Generation.
Just like when Austin raised his middle finger, if someone did the crotch chop, everyone knew straight away what it meant.
You weren't allowed to flip people off. You could stand on a turnbuckle and you could go, hey buddy, right there. If they go, what does that mean? Suck it.
As the taunt was accompanied by a just as iconic catchphrase.
Let's get rid of this. Suck it.
Undertaker's throat slash. The Undertaker has long since been an eerie supernatural character that sparked fear into the heart of his opponents, but the dead man's powers became even greater by using the throat slash to signal for the tombstone pile driver.
Well, this may be what the Undertaker has to do.
The Phenom would stick his tongue out and combine the already famous eye roll with the throat slash to spell the end for his opponents.
The damage still done.
The likes of Chris Benoit, Arn Anderson, and The Undertaker's brother Kane also used the throat slash, but when it comes to wrestling, it was The Undertaker who made it famous.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Rob Van Dam points his thumbs. Few wrestlers were as cool as Rob Van Dam.
The whole
Effing show. Fucking show.
His innovative in-ring style resulted in a special connection with the crowd that was complemented by a legendary taunt that fans loved to replicate. One of a kind was the perfect way to describe Rob, and no one was cooler and no one got higher than RVD.
Yes.
that ladder's not going to support his weight.
Daniel Bryan says
yes.
The yes chant has become one of modern wrestling's most recognizable catchphrases and taunts. Daniel Bryan drew inspiration from mixed martial artist Diego Sanchez, who would repeat the word yes during his entrance.
People on the underground forum make fun of all the time this yes thing because he gets so fired up.
While Sanchez was himself inspired to say yes by motivational speaker Tony Robbins.
Wow.
Daniel Bryan first used the line while holding the World Championship after Vince McMahon had told him to celebrate all his victories as if he'd won the Super Bowl.
Telling the world.
Yep.
The yes taunt was then born and it quickly got over with the fans. This is despite the fact that Bryan began using the taunt as a heel.
People all over the world with their hands in the air, shouting yes, 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 yes.
And would even go as far as to introduce a no taunt to counteract the fans chanting yes.
Yup.
He's gone from a yes man to a no man. No! Yes!
Well, you more than no!
Team Hell No.
No!
However, once Bryan turned face again, he was ready to embrace what would eventually become the Yes movement.
Yes.
Which ultimately led him to the main event of WrestleMania.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes.
WrestleMania became Yes-omania.
Bryan most commonly used the Yes taunt during his entrance, as well as before performing his running knee finishing move.
Yes.
Led by the Yes movement, Daniel Bryan with a running.
DDP's Diamond Cutter sign.
Oh, yeah.
Words for you.
Man, gutter, bang.
The Diamond Cutter was one of the
Yes.
most popular wrestling moves of the
Ooh,
90s.
yes, it was.
Fans just couldn't wait to see where DDP would hit the maneuver from. They loved the move and the man behind it. DDP was the first People's Champion.
The people love
They
Diamond
did.
Dallas Page, and they should.
He could often be seen entering and leaving through the crowd, where he would throw up the Diamond Cutter sign along with the fans. The Diamond Cutter sign helped DDP cement himself as a huge babyface in WCW by establishing a popular taunt all the fans could
Yes.
replicate.
DDP.
Yes.
You will feel the
Scott Hall's toothpick
Oh,
throw.
yeah.
We could have gone with his taunt,
R.I.P.
the signal for the razor's edge, the spooky fingers, the pointing then the signature pose, or the too sweet sign, but we've chosen the toothpick throw because of its uniqueness and how much it fit the character. From his look to the numerous taunts, and whether he was Scott Hall or Razor Ramon, the bad guy oozed charisma. Just chewing the toothpick helped add to the cool factor of Razor, but then he took it a step further by throwing the toothpick at the camera and his opponent. DDP was the one who initially suggested using the toothpick on television after the idea came to him whilst in a Waffle House.
And I grabbed the toothpick for both of us.
Right.
And I look at Scotty and go, I got an idea. When we get to the promo, we take the toothpicks out and we flick them to the camera.
So fun fact about that though, in case you wondering why he did it, why he knew about it on Razor before he was Razor. Scott Hall was known as the Diamond Stud, and DDP was at the time his manager. Cause right, you know, folks may not know DDP did start wrestling late, but he started as the manager first as well too before he became a big time wrestler. So fun fact right there. So yeah, so that's why they was real tight like that as well too.
Toothpick throw was one of the little things that Scott did, but as is often the case in wrestling, the little things can end up having a big impact.
Yep.
Ric Flair's strut. Ric Flair is a man of many robes, many championships, and many taunts. From the Flair flop to begging for mercy, to dropping the elbow on his jacket. Flair is also renowned for his ability to talk the talk, but he was able to back this up by quite literally walking the walk.
Here comes the Nature Boy. He's styling and
Profiling.
profiling his way to the ring, and he's getting undressed.
The Nature Boy styled and profiled with the famous Flair strut, letting out a few woos along the way.
I was wondering if he had a. I always wondered, strut up against Jeff
It
Jarrett.
was inspired by Jackie Fargo, who also influenced Jeff Jarrett's version of the strut.
Look at the King
The
strut.
King. Oh yeah, The Rock, yo. He did the joke, and then, yo, I love it. And then Cena, yo.
When it comes to wrestling, it doesn't get any more legendary than Ric Flair, and the iconic Flair strut was just one of the ways Nate showcased who he was as the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing son of a gun.
Woo! He did. He tried to bring it struck with the elbow lower. Oh God! And even his last match.
Goldberg gears up for the jackhammer.
Jackhammer, yup.
Goldberg set the tone for what was to come. First by banging his head off a steel door, and then being shot with pyro, only to walk away breathing smoke.
Smoke would be coming out of his nostrils. Used to remind me of that Bugs Bunny cartoon with that bull.
Then once the bell rang, Goldberg had an explosive in-ring style. And this quickly resonated with the fans in the late 90s.
Spear.
Goldberg's matches were finished off with a spear and jackhammer combination that took wrestling by storm. Goldberg first set up for the spear by crouching down in the corner and measuring his opponent as the crowd stood on their feet. Following the spear, Goldberg hyped the fans even more by jumping in the air and snarling at the camera in anticipation of the jackhammer.
Right off the bat, he spiked him Goodbye.
This encapsulated Goldberg's
Damn, he spit the hell out of Scott right there.
Intense persona. His matches were so different and chaotic, the fans just ate it up.
His boys.
Okay, there's part one. Now finish him up.
Yup.
Goldberg later added a throat slash and pointing to the sky taunt to signal for the jackhammer, but the fans knew exactly what was coming as soon as Goldberg hit the spear.
What a spear by Goldberg. One arm. Goldberg.
Yup.
The fans reacted with excitement
Oh,
while
yeah.
Goldberg taunted in the ring, and the announcers went nuts on commentary.
Crystal clear. White Sanders booked this match.
Oh, that spear. Woo.
Jesus.
That, whoa, nice. That's pretty standard.
Here we go. Best
Oh, yeah, Kevin Owens.
Spear by Goldberg.
Yeah, jackhammer, we beat him.
Dudley Boys was up.
Those
Budweiser
yes.
commercial that itself was inspired by a short film.
Those yep.
The Dudley Boys were able to take a pop culture reference and smartly include it as part of their act.
Those yep. Yep.
When Bubba hit the scoop slam and pointed his thumbs towards the sky, it left us all asking the question,
What's up? Yep.
The answer was Devon, who came down from the top rope burying his head into the opponent's groin, but not before performing the iconic taunt and catchphrase.
Yeah. What's up? Yep.
Victorious wearing a cup, but I might be wrong. Here it comes.
Yes.
You're too high.
The fans always popped big for the move, while even the announcers couldn't help but repeat the phrase.
Yep. Yep.
What's the question?
Oh yeah. Usos. Usos, shout out to Usos, man. They was, what's their name? Even Kane.
Kane said, "What's up? I don't believe it." It came out at the top.
It looked like,
Was
oh my
that
god.
headbutt was usually a precursor to another iconic Dudley Boys taunt, Get the Tables.
Get the table. Get the tables. Yes.
Samoa Joe.
Oh yeah.
Samoa Joe
Lord.
walking away as his opponent attempted an aerial maneuver was a
He's still
symbol
doing
of Dexter
EAW.
Davis' counter move.
But Kobe like, nope, I got you some.
Nonchalantly walks out of the way of that crossbody.
Yup. Yo.
Kenny King caught nothing but canvas on the way down.
The way Joe just casually strolled away was funny and smart at the
Mm-hmm.
same time.
And now Tony Nese.
Nope. He said nope.
Joseph, see you later, buddy. Yeah, he's seen too much.
It made sense, as why exert extra energy dodging an attack when you can just calmly step out the
Yep.
way?
He got both.
From missile drop kick.
Okay, somebody come at me about calling Kenta Del Tommy. Hey, I understand. Yeah, that's how I knew him as NXT as well too. I knew he's doing New Japan, but I know him mostly from his NXT days. All right, that's why I still throw in the Hideo time with Kenta sometimes. All right, so yeah, so don't judge me. Right, that's how I recognize him. All right, so I get folks get out of it because it's considered a slave name for a wrestler, but nah. That's how I recognize. Okay, so whatever.
Talked earlier about the power game from Magnus.
Take it, please.
Joe able to turn it around.
Is it? Boy, please.
Cass springs off the middle rope. Joe just walks away.
The opponent always crashes and burns, while Joe literally walks away without a scratch.
Joe just moves away and Van Dam crashes and burns.
And that brings us
we go.
to the end of this video. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and
Cool.
subscribe to the channel.
This was a good one right here. Some good selection of iconic one. I feel like he could make a part 4 on the cool. There's so many though. It's not even funny. But that's wrestling for you. You're gonna have like iconic taunt and special moments as well too in wrestling that can get you over the fan, whether you're a face, you're a heel, or tweener, whatever. Get over with the face fans as the crowd, as opposed to heel fans getting over with the heel fans who's supposed to be booing them, or they might their overness is the booing, or sometimes they cheer them, which you ain't supposed to do. You're supposed to cheer for the face, not the heels. And tweeners, where both the face fans and the heel fans can cheer. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really feel like there shouldn't be no alignment, so everybody can cheer for what they want to with no guilt free. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.